Welcome to a very short tutorial video on setting and using targets through the Datahub target setting. You'll see I've moved Kanamai into the focus, and I want to review her targets. The target button tile is right in front of us, so I click on the target and the student's target window loads. You'll see that we have targets in the focus area. These are targets that the student has set themselves either personally or through the farm. And the target that the student created from their summer CAS has pushed through into the subject area. As a student, I can move that by clicking on the target and the up arrow will move it to focus, or I could archive it for later review. But at the moment, I'll move it into the area there. Notice the target still stays there, so I can choose to archive that target and it goes away from the subject column. The target board has the subject, the archive, parked. Parked is where students might take a focus target and realize that they want to review that later. So Kanamai wants to review revision planning perhaps a little bit later in the year. So she just clicks the down arrow there and that moves it into the parked section so that she knows that these are the targets that she's focusing on. She could group them together by laying them over each other. Ones that have perhaps got similar focus, so she can start to understand that these targets over here might be to do with organisation and these ones over here might be to do with fitness in discussion with her tutor. Assuming that Kanamai gets a position of responsibility and she's satisfied with that, she can now mark that as a completed target by marking the tick and clicking the tick. The target now changes colour and moves into the completed area. So it's hoped over time that the student can build up an area of completed targets. They have an area of focus that they're specifically focusing on. They have the new feeds coming in from the subjects all the time through the farm. And they have the archive of previous targets that they have archived. The student can, of course, add their own target into the focus by just double-clicking onto the corkboard and to get a new target and typing it there. Once they've created a new target, all the usual buttons and rules will apply. We hope that makes sense. It's a very brief introduction. Please let me know if you've got any questions at all. Thank you very much for your time. Bye-bye.